Hey, this is Shiraz, and before we get started, I just want to let you know that when I clear something for someone, when I cause a shift, I tend to yawn and cough from the energetic shift that happens. I don't know why it happens. It's just how my body works. And if you don't know that, you're going to listen to this video and go, what the hell is wrong with this guy? You might still think that, but now there's more of an explanation. The other thing to keep in mind is that if you hear something that you can absolutely relate to, when I cleared for them, you can get it cleared for you too. Just say yes when they're saying yes, and it works. I have people that watch these videos every morning to get stuff cleared. This can be your new morning habit too. Okay, that's enough for that. Let's get on with the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get a great shift out of it. See you soon.
There's lots of things. I'm still blind. I'm still not sure the best ways to deal with the blockages on that. That seems to be a big issue in my life. One very smart goal that I've made for myself, though, in a different, not health, but more career, is doing more public speaking. And I've been following you, and that's really cool. And I've sort of set a goal for myself for the end of the year to do 4 speaking gigs, and to have one of those gigs be paid. So it's just I want to work more towards this big dream of building a school that would teach restorative justice and alternative dispute resolution. And I think speaking would be a way towards that. And that's what I'm working on. Yeah, anything you could throw my way that would help me get there would be appreciated.
Probably throw Erin your way. She's a speaking coach. So,
There we go. Hey, manifesting.
okay. And yeah, and Erin actually helps you get onto TEDx as well. So,
Nice, nice.
all yours. Okay, so you want to be speaking.
Here, I'll throw my email in the chat for anyone to read. Oh, wait a minute. I got to turn my speech back on.
Okay.
Okay, there's my business email for anyone who wants to use it.
Okay. So, okay, so let's start there. Do you want to speak in front of lots of people?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not entirely true.
Well, I'm a little terrified of
Oh,
it.
yeah. And that's why it's not true. Okay. Okay, so what are you afraid is going to happen if you speak in front of people?
You know, looking like an idiot, basically,
Okay.
stumbling, not being able to um, speak eloquently, getting up there and just stuttering, stumbling, not being confident in my delivery.
Now you're describing my first 100 talks.
Well, sure, right. Yeah. Uh,
Okay.
I guess that people won't take it serious, or that it won't land, that it won't have the impact that I want. Like it will. Like I've got a message that is restorative justice is a really useful tool, and we can use it in a lot of situations. And I really want to get that message out there. And I guess one of my concerns is if I, really screw it up, I'll have people like kind of going the opposite, running away from restorative justice. And yeah,
So here's the truth about what's going to happen with that. Yes. Okay. And no. So whenever you give a talk, it's going to land on people based on what they're willing to hear. So you have to be willing for people to absolutely get your message, and some people to not give a crap about your message, and some people to run away as a result of your message. And if you're not in an allowance of all the different possibilities, you're going to keep yourself from getting up on stage.
yeah. And I know that intellectually, and I know there's the ratios, and like, okay, if you can positively impact like 1,000 people and 10 people say, oh, I've heard enough and I'm never considering this again. Think about that, like 990 people that you've improved, right?
Yes.
And yet there's well, like, am I going to, yeah, yeah. Am I going to have that impact? Am I going to, have those ratios? Am I going to, have that, I'm not sure, like, if I get there and give a talk and it goes horribly and every single person in that room absolutely hates my guts, would I be okay with that? Wow, that would be a hard one for me to be okay with.
Yeah. And that's what's keeping you from taking those next steps. Right. When I first started speaking, I remember getting the reviews back from one of my first talks, and it was awful because I was trying to talk about my life experiences and what I learned from them. And the reviews were, he just talked about himself. And I'm like, well, yeah, I was talking about my life experiences and what I learned so that they could learn. But I didn't realize the whole talk was me, and it wasn't you can learn this, you can, right? And so it didn't land well with the crowd. But that gave me feedback so I could keep moving. So are you willing are you willing to step out of the story that you have to feel bad if your talk doesn't land?
Okay, the thing I think that's holding me back from that, yes, is this thought that I'll be closing doors. And the worst case scenario outcome there is, closing doors irreparably. That, like right now there's all this golden opportunity, untapped opportunity, potential. But
Yeah.
that's all it is. It's potential. It's not reality.
Yeah.
But there's this worry, this fear that, by going after that, I'll destroy my potential and it'll be gone.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
number one, there's an infinite number of doors out there. So you may close some doors, but you're not going to close all the doors. It's always going to be doors open to you. Number two is if you work with a coach, then you know you're going to come out there and give a decent talk. Even if you need to refine it and practice it and get out there, you'll give a decent talk. Number three is there's all sorts of practice stages that are out there where you can give talks and get pure feedback before you go to the masses. So you don't have to go directly to the stage.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you willing to step out of the story that once you start speaking, you'll immediately start closing doors?
Yes.
Are you willing to step out of the story that you have to make sure you don't close any doors?
Yeah, actually that's the story that I resonated with actually more. It's doors are gonna shut, but like you said, there's more, lots more. So yeah, I'm willing to step out of that story. I'm willing to step out of the story that it's not okay to close doors. Willing to step into the story. I can close doors, slam them shut.
Yeah. And keep in mind, there are going to be some doors out there that you want to slam shut. Those are not your people.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's another thing. I maybe sometimes leave myself open to all these possibilities instead of like focusing. And sometimes it would be better to like, yeah, close some doors and be a little more focused.
Yeah. This is the thing. You want to start speaking to your audience, not just speaking to audiences. You want to go to the crowds that are already receptive to your message, but they just want to hear it in a different way.
Yeah,
And then you're just gonna have a bigger impact.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Do you want to be visible?
Yes.
Okay. That's about a half yes. Are there certain people you don't want seeing you succeed or yeah, or really shining?
Still, yes, it's something I kind of struggle with. I try to let it go, but it still kind of creeps up and it's there.
Okay.
Like,
So,
worry that people feel jealous and
oh yeah.
so let them feel jealous. It's
Yeah.
hard
Okay.
for me to come around to that.
All right. So are you willing to step out of the story that you have to limit your success so people don't get jealous of you?
Yes.
And are you willing to step out of the story that you should feel guilty if people you know get jealous of you?
Yes, I would love to step out of
I
that
would
story.
love to is not a yes. Okay.
Okay. I am
Okay.
willing to step out of that story.
Yeah, that's not moving. There are some people in your life that you absolutely do not want feeling intimidated by you, getting jealous of your success, and you have to let them if they do. You don't even know if they will because you're holding back on that possibility showing up by keeping yourself small. But even if they're really, really close to you, if they get jealous, you just have to let them be jealous.
I know.
Okay. So let's try it again. Are you willing to step out of the story that there are certain people in your life that you have to make sure never get jealous of your success?
Yes.
Okay. How's that feel?
Good. Like things are, moving a bit. It's takes a while to, get off the wagon or stay on the wagon, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, here's the thing is this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Right? It's about doing the work consistently week after week, month after month to get the results, just like going to the gym.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of people, and I see them in these workshops, is they'll come in and then they'll show up again 6 months later or a year later or something. And so they got to fix, they saw some results and then they lose it and they come back. But that's precisely why I created the monthly magic program, because the monthly magic program, we meet the first Monday of the month, the third Monday of the month, and then there's a bonus is like the first Friday of the month. But what's interesting is the people in the program get it. It's regular enforcement of the beliefs. And there are a bunch of people that are in the program that are here now because they're like, first and third, that's not enough. I want the second Monday as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get as many reps in here to clear as much crap out of the way so that I can create the success I want.
Yeah.
So however you want to do it, if you want to regularly watch the YouTube videos and do the mindset exercises, or if you want to get into the program and get that community support and keep moving, you want to keep doing the work repetitively. You want to keep building those muscles that you start manifesting intentionally instead of just saying, "Oh, now that just went wrong, and why isn't this happening?" And it's amazing when you just decide this is what I'd like to have happen in my life, and then it just starts to show up. And the cool thing is it almost never shows up the way you expect it to, but it shows up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
Thank you. Yeah.
welcome. And I want to clear it because this is coming up for a few people here. Are you willing to step out of the story that the change has to happen on your schedule?
Yes.
That's what happens with a lot of people. It's like, I need this by now. And oftentimes it is literally, I need this now.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if they set a date out, if they don't hit it, then it's like, well, this didn't work. But manifestation occurs on its schedule, not your schedule.
Yeah.
Okay. How's that feel?
Good.
Cool.
Yeah. Things are moving.
Yeah. Just sort of looking at your field here. Okay. There's a proving energy. What do you have to prove in life?
Uh, like I don't know that I'm like good enough. Like I guess a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, that's coming up true. So you're good enough. The only times people have to prove they're good enough is when they don't think they're good enough. Right. And proving energy actually pushes people away. If you're just in the space of I'm good enough, that actually pulls people in. So are you willing to step out of the story that you have to prove you're good enough?
Yes.
And who taught you that you're not good enough?
Like I guess probably mostly my dad.
Okay.
Not like intentionally.
Oh no, I get it. He
It's
would have a
mostly because I
story.
don't think he thought he was good
That's exactly it. If he has a story that he's not good enough, he passes that on to you.
enough.
Okay. And it's mostly because he's trying to prepare you for the world. And he's like, well, you're going to feel like you're not good enough. So you need to do this and this and this. And it's just based on his story. I didn't feel good enough. So I had to do this, this, and this. I had to prove myself. I had to work hard. I had to show everyone that I have some value. It's really that I didn't think I did. So I got to prove. Are you willing to step out of his story that you're not good enough?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Good. That feels better. Now you can go start rocking some stages.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like. And if you had a shift of your own, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Also, check out the description for energetic magic events that you can attend every single month. Be well, be aware, and be magical.